Okay, long overdue update on Ironman training. I don't know how people stay so consistent with this. Like, does everybody have like a hired video guy or something? Like, does nobody have a full-time job or like? I don't get it. How do people stay so consistent with making YouTube videos? Like, it's like I can't even remember the last time I did one. It's probably been 3-4 weeks for all I know. And I didn't even check before I did this because I'm like, I'm going to wind up not making a video if I fucking check. Anyway, what changes? I changed up how my running plan. I was doing short runs, a couple times a week, 4 times a week, and then I would do a long run. I would take a day off, whether like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, take off Friday, long run Saturday, or like take off Saturday, long run Sunday, whatever. When I got to 11-mile long run, it beat me up pretty bad. Like I needed a day off after that, and then the whole next week I felt like I was behind because my legs were still a little beat. And then that week I did a 12, and I've been gradually, I went 10, 11, 12, and this was after a deload week, so it was like, okay, like this should be, this is the progression. The 12, like, I was hurting the whole day after that. And it just had me thinking, and it was like, all right, maybe I'll cut that back, but I'll up the shorter mileage so that I'm still getting total mileage of the week will be increasing, but my long run won't. And let me see how I feel with that. So the first week I did that. I did a 7, I think. Felt great. It was a deload week also, so it was like, all right, it's fine. I cut the mileage back a little bit, not a lot, not enough to be a deload week, but it was enough that it wasn't. It was still like 4 or 5 shy of what I did the prior week, so it was still somewhat of a deload week. The next week, which was last week, I did longer, and I did an 8-mile, and longer short runs, and then I did an 8-mile. Felt fantastic. My mileage was higher than when I did the 12. Legs felt great. I was able to do more biking also. So I felt like I was a win-win. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to continue that progression and see how that works for me. And this is why I've never hired a coach. One of the reasons why I never hired a coach. I never hired a coach mainly because my work schedule's bonkers. I have to do weird workouts at strange times, and I can never fit in like a coach's progression. I had a free trial thing, and they gave me a couple weeks, and after 1 week I was just like, yeah, this isn't working. It's like I just don't have the time. So I always experiment on myself, and this is just another one. I don't know, maybe it'll work for somebody else out there if they come across this video, but so right now, or last week I should say, I did 5, 5, 5, 5, 8, and felt great. I was able to get a bunch of bikes on the Ruby app, which, let me tell you, I did indoor biking before. Nothing like this. If this doesn't make me a stronger biker, like nothing will. This is brutal. It is every single one. Even like the easy rides are so much harder than going out there and riding. You know, I'll do a 9-mile course on this bike, and it's like you have to be engaged the whole time. Whereas I could do like a 15-mile loop around here, come back to my house, and I'm like, okay, that was a good workout. I do 9 miles on this thing in 20 minutes less time, 30 minutes less time than it would take me to do the 15. And the 15 has climbing, it has up, it has down, it's rolling. You know, there's nothing but hills around here, so you're constantly going up and down. I was toast after the like eight and a half. It was like 8.9. It was toast, and it wasn't any crazy climbing or anything. So I'm excited for when I can get back out on the road riding the bike and see how much stronger I am. But so this week I'm trying 5.5 miles, and what I'm probably going to do is I did 5.5 yesterday. I'll do 5 today. I'll do 5.5 the next run. I'll do 5, and then I'll do 8 again. So it ups my mileage 1 mile for the week. I'm in no rush to be cranking up the miles, so, and I'll see how I feel. And haven't been swimming. I haven't swam yet. I haven't swam since probably September, and tomorrow's April 1st. Oh God, now I gotta hear all the April Fool's crap. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with my training. Probably gonna open the pool today or tomorrow. It's nice out when I get home from work. I'll open the pool today. I'll order the chemicals today, and hopefully that'll start getting warm enough so I can jump in a couple weeks. I don't need it to be like crazy warm. It hits 60 and I'm like, good. I can swim in 60-degree, pool. And yeah, so I think that's about it. Morning's going well. I've been stretching more, pull-ups and push-ups every day. I do a lift at least once a week. I try to get some weights in. I've been doing more calisthenics than I have weights. Mainly because with all the extra running, my joints are kind of feeling it, and I don't want to put that extra weight on them. And for some reason, I haven't really been losing weight. Although I haven't tweaked my eating all that much. Maybe I'll have to start doing that. But yeah, so that's it. That's it. I'll try to do a weekly update. I don't know how that's gonna go. All I got is my stupid phone here that I record everything on, and I'm sure people just don't want to look at my ugly mug. So this is current book I'm reading. First one, amazing. Scythe, amazing book. It was really, really cool. This one so far, I'm only like 3 or 4 chapters in. It like leaves off right where Scythe ends. It's amazing. It's so good. I can't wait to dive more into this. So yeah, that's about it. See you on the next one.